Hey, how you doing there, YouTube? It's Joe D with Share a Beer, and this is number 368, man. Sorry, we've missed a couple of weeks, but I had business to take care of, and so I was out there on the road again for a little bit. But we're here today, a special Friday edition of Share a Beer. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate all the support. I have heard everybody that is saying that, or the few people that have wanted this to be streamed in YouTube so that you could have join in live and have a live chat and stuff going at the same time, but it's hard to, as a matter of fact, for me, it's impossible to do the video portion that we do, the video hangout kind of portion. It's just something that I can't get done. It would be, if I did it on Skype, it would be limited to, what, 6 people, I think. And occasionally we have more than 6 people. So, heck, right now we have 4, so it would take 2 more to max out everything, and then someone has to kind of specially call, and right now anyone could just, as long as you're in Google Plus, you can just drop in. So if you want to be part of the show, then just jump in on the Google Plus side. You're more than welcome. Most people are welcome. We've had we've had some bumps along the road here, but no, most everybody's welcome. But we got Bum, Earth, and Mark here, man. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing well.
And so it's been 2 weeks, man. So we'll start out with what you're drinking. What are you drinking, Bum?
Okay, in honor of the newly crowned Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, I just drank, and I'm currently drinking, some Labatt's Blue Light out of these beautiful Labatt's Penguins cans.
Those
Don't know how well you can see them.
Stanley Cup champs.
Yeah.
Labatt Light version and the regular Labatt version.
So
And
the light
let
is
me
the
tell
white?
Yeah. This is the light.
Okay.
Let me try to see if that helps me. And that's the regular Labatt.
Nice.
Let me tell you, the contents of the cans aren't nearly as good as the can itself.
Yeah, well, it's Labatt's. I mean,
Yeah. Even back in the 1980s when we were dumb and we thought Molson Golden was a great beer, we thought Labatt was an inferior Canadian lager, and that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 30 years ago, so you can imagine what this tastes like to me now.
Exactly, yeah. Labatt's has never been one of the top.
Look at that color.
That's the color of success.
That's the color of success, exactly.
Oh, that's bad.
You're still buying it. Hey, they come up with clever ways for us to buy those damn beers, and most of it's packaging, and that's why we waste it.
Well, you know what? I actually had those. I had those given to me. I had those given to me. You have to buy them here. They sell them in a 30-pack, and I would never buy. I don't even know if I'd buy a 6-pack of these. If I would have seen single cans, I would have bought them. But I had somebody give me those a few months ago, so that's the only reason why I have them.
Oh my goodness!
Now, did you save a couple unopened? You going to save a couple unopened or not?
I opened these just before the show started. I opened them on the bottom. I'm going to take the cans, and that's the reason why I was a little late to the preach. I opened the one on the bottom, and I sprayed. That's why I was a few minutes late, because I was opening the accident with opening the bottom of the can.
Oh, beer emergency, man.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
these bad. I'm gonna after I'm done drinking this, I'm gonna make up for it. I'm gonna open something special afterwards. So I'll show you.
All right.
all right, yeah.
That's
So
right.
we got things rolling pretty good here. Special Friday show. We got special beers being open. What you got, Earth, man? Are you drinking anything or just? I know you.
Yeah, I've been drinking for a while actually, but this is Blood Orange Wit, and it's Refugee Brewery from Temecula, California.
Oh,
Blood orange wit. Ooh, that's probably tasty. Yeah.
5% and 16 IBU. Let's see. It doesn't really say a whole lot.
It actually does pop up here.
It's a decent wit. I'm not a wit guy, but one of my employees, he bought it. He likes that style. So.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have a Stone IPA in the can.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pouring that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got this wit here from Refuge Brewery, of course, in California. It's got an 87, man, out of 16 reviews. That's really good. 5%. It's availability in the summer, so of course, because it's a wit, right? So it's got some good reviews. Let's see if we can pop up anything else. Well, they've got their own website. Let's see what we get here. Let's see. Yes, I'm 21. Okay, I can deal with that. All right, I do still act like I'm 21, so yeah, it's all good. I'm immature enough for that. Oh, cool! Love the photography. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a nice. That's taken by a photographer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good place right there.
These are
Almost
nice
like Patrick. Kind of the front blurred out and the rest in. Yeah, that's like a Patrick shot.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, some nice. Oh, and they got their orange wit right here on the top. Look at that. So their orange wit and the grapefruit IPA must be their big ones. Let's see.
I think so. Those are the two that I've had so far.
100%. It says 100% fresh and local blood oranges. The beer is freshest to taste and the easiest to drink among others we offer. And it also happened to be the best-selling one. So yeah, that's their #1 seller.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they've got instructions on the can there. What does it say? Swirl and 10%. What does it say? I can't quite see it.
Swirl the last 10% before pouring into the glass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, to get all the.
And then it has a little gauge on it. It kind of tells you kind of what they're going after with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
citrus
farther
out,
malty
malty
at 2 o'clock, bitter at malty at 10 o'clock, bitter at 2 o'clock, spiced at 4 o'clock, floral at 4 o'clock, and sweet at 6 o'clock.
Well, that's cool.
It gives you a little gauge on what it's got.
They got a nice little clean website here. I like this. I'm gonna check out their grapefruit IPA here. 7.7 ABV, 77 IBUs. Pale ale, an IPA infused with fresh local grapefruit. And there's plenty of grapefruit in California, so yeah.
Sure.
So.
Temecula.
And yeah, and judging from the map here, I mean that's that they're showing here on the it's well, pretty cool, man. I like it. I like that it's nice and clean, simple. You can get right to it, right away. So yeah, props on the website as well. That to me, that's just as important. I mean, we're doing this on the web, so yeah, of course we're. I think I think your average cat that goes down and buys beer by the 30-pack doesn't necessarily care about the website, but guys that go out and pay, 10, 12, 13 bucks for a 6-pack of your beer probably give a jack about your website. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know about the beer. Yeah.
Right. I would say craft beer users are more inclined to go to your website and check you out a little more. Where you get your ingredients, where how you use them, what how you brew beer. All these things are getting to be more and more important.
Right.
So
I'm more interested in the website information than the beer advocate.
Yeah.
Beer type.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because you want to
get
the
source.
Yeah, exactly. You want to see where well, the beer artist is coming from, right? Like what was your intent? What was your thought process when you made this beer? When you put these ingredients together, what are you about when it comes to this beer? So that's cool, man. And they do have that information out there. Refuge beer brew, refugebrew.com is the website for those that want to check that. Hey, thanks for sharing that one, man. That one was pretty cool.
Oh, it says right here, Belgian style wit brewed with oranges and coriander.
Okay.
Yeah, so the coriander part, I imagine, is strong in there, no?
Yeah, you can definitely get that out of it for sure. The blood orange part, it's not as pronounced as other blood orange beers that I've had, but
yeah,
I'm not
it looks like it was a little
so
more warm.
I'm not really a professional on the wit style because I don't drink a whole lot of wits, but you can definitely pick out all those components out of it.
Right on, man. And oh shoot, I didn't even notice Bum dropped out. So what are you having, Mark?
I'm having a local beer, Jekyll Brewing, which is here in Alpharetta, a suburb of Atlanta. This is the Hop Dang Diggity Pineapple Habanero IPA.
Wow. Okay. Hot dog diggity. What did you say?
Hop Dang Diggity. Pineapple Habanero IPA.
Yeah, there it is. I swear to God, man, Google is the shiznits.
Yep.
I mean, it popped before you can even finish typing some stuff up, man. Google is already finished it for you. They just know what you're doing.
Yeah, and they have.
So
I've had their Hop Dang, the regular one, but now this has the pineapple habanero in it. Kind of, almost a little overcarbonated, as you can tell. It's got a nice color to it, and you can definitely taste the sweetness, and there is a little bit of burn at the back. Not a lot, but just a little bit of heat at the back. You get the sweetness, then you get the bitterness, then you get a little bit of heat. Pretty good beer. 6.7%, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, 6.7 is what I'm showing.
Yep. So it's and they're a good brewery. They're a local brewery. They've been out 2 or 3 years, and they make some good solid beers. But
here's the website, and so it's not a whole lot of information, but it went right to it, which is what I like. Oh darn it! I've got something playing in the background here. What's going? Oh, I was watching that O.J. Simpson stuff, man. Sorry about that. Let me. Yeah, I was wondering what I was like. What is playing? Okay, I was watching that O.J. Simpson thing earlier. Anyway, it just says this is this limited beer is a popular spin on our Hop Dang Diggity Southern IPA. Yeah. I love the name. Experience the silky, sweet pineapple with the first sip, but watch out. The heat kicks hard on the finish. Brilliant, sweet, and spicy combination will have you reaching for pineapple habanero hot dog diggity again and again.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I've had chili beers that are a lot spicier at the back, but I mean, there's a little bit of heat at the back. It's kind of a sweet heat at the back. It's good though. It's not. It's an IPA. I mean, sometimes they do this stuff with the IPAs, and you kind of lose what it is originally because they add all the other stuff to it. But this is a slightly sweet, a little sweet with a little bit of heat, but it's definitely an IPA. So, yep, tasty beer.
Cool.
Nice.
So there was absolutely nothing on Beer Advocate about it. I mean, there's 10 reviews, but there's no score at all. So.
Oh wow.
I mean, the page is there, like I say, so there's not enough ratings. Not not enough reviews, I guess, to rate it.
Okay. There was like 3,000 check-ins on Untapped.
Yeah, of course.
Or something like.
You know what? Anymore, Untapped is where people are going. The only problem with Untapped, let me see. I wonder if it does. Now, see, this is a problem for Untapped because you've got Rate Beer pops up one of the first searches, and so does Beer Advocate. Untapped isn't there yet, and I wonder why. Because they do have a website.
Yeah.
They're not just mobile. This has got me curious because now I'm into the third page. Still see no Untapped.
Oh, that's unusual.
That is something they need to solve. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they haven't paid over the ransom money to Google yet, or the tribute money to get them near the top.
Right. Yeah. And apparently, what is it? It's two guys, right?
Money.
It's probably not two guys anymore, but I think it was two guys that started that app in their spare time. And I think
it's still two. I'm not sure.
I know they went full-time here recently, right? Because they upgraded the app and started really making the search better and stuff like that. And I think they were kind of forced to go full-time with it. So they might have a small staff now. I don't know, maybe a handful of people. But it is definitely, like you just said, what, 3,000 people have already reviewed it on there?
So
that's where people are going.
I don't know. Maybe because, I mean, their emphasis is on the app. The web page is kind of an app. I hardly ever go to the Untapped web page. It's always the app.
Right. Me too.
That might be why it just doesn't rank very high, because nobody ever goes to the web page. They just do it on their phone or whatever.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, you're right. It's but it still would be something that needs to be solved. You know what I'm saying? I would think.
Yeah. Got to be a way to link them together somehow.
Yeah. You still want to be listed there. There's a whole lot of other stuff that are listed with this beer that in my opinion, Untapped should be on the front page. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't be on the front page of any adult beverage that gets posted on there. I'm hoping one of these days they'll start putting spirits on there as well. There's nothing for spirits, and I really do hope that one of these days they'll do that.
Yeah, they have ciders on there.
Yeah, they have ciders.
They could call it well. That's more wine. I was going to say they could call it uncorked. UNCORKD.
Yeah. Kind of more. Although some of your better spirits are corked, but any more they're going to those kind of plastic corks, and it's just easier.
For cheapo wine, it could be UNCAPPD. Uncapped.
Uncapped, yeah.
Unboxed. It could be a wine unboxing.
Unboxed, yeah.
Okay, here we go, man. I'm not going to hold our worldwide audience any longer.
Yeah, I know.
We are digging in. Dude, smoke, yes! AB knows how to do
watermelon.
Smoke.
AB knows how to do smoke. No need to get all fancy with the glass because, Rita Nation, they don't necessarily care about the glass. Okay, poured one in here. Nice color to that. Look at that thing.
Got a nice artificial watermelon color to it.
Whoa, watch your language. A nice syrupy watermelon.
That kind of comes.
What are you getting on that nose, Joe?
That's fresh. Now I'm looking. Let's see. Malt beverage with natural flavors and artificial color. So Mark was more accurate, and the flavors are
natural. Fresh squeezed watermelon.
That's fresh squeezed watermelon.
It's like what was that Townsend's Breakfast Scout? They used to say fresh squeezed babies.
There's what do you call it when you get pulp, right? Is that what you'd call it? If you just squeeze the watermelon and there'd be stuff in there, would you call it pulp?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's That's good. That is. It's
Now,
not overly.
how does that rank on the Rita scale? How does that compare to other Ritas? That's
You
all
know
you
what's
can really
funny?
compare it to. Ritas are superior malt beverages. So, I mean,
I'm
you
not
don't
a
even really.
big strawberry Rita fan, but a lot of people are. I see. Out of all the Ritas, I see more people in the wild, right, out in the public, drinking strawberry Ritas, and which is the one that I don't like. One of the ones that I don't like the most, because I
Mhm.
think it's too strong. Now maybe they've changed it up a little bit. Maybe they've lightened it a little bit. That's one of the reasons I liked that recent one. What was it? The Splash, Strawberry Splash, or something like that.
Mhm.
This one isn't overly sweet, and I can definitely see it's a watermelon-y-ish type of taste. It kind of tastes like a watermelon blow pop or something, you know?
Like a Jolly Rancher? Is it like Jolly Rancher watermelon kind of thing?
Yeah, like Jolly Rancher. It's like liquid Jolly Rancher, not
Ooh.
watermelon. It's like, but not as strong. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, that looks like a good base to add a bunch of Everclear for a bunch of frat boys. I mean, that's basically what you could do with that.
This is geared after frat boy guy, man. The whole Rita thing is kind of frat boyish, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So here goes a second one to make sure.
Frat boys, but yeah.
We got to make sure the first one was accurate. You know, because
Okay.
How many ounces are those cans? Like 8 ounces or 10 ounces?
exactly 8. So it's 1 ABV per ounce.
Maybe per ounce.
Just to make it easy.
Or three for 24. See?
And by the way, our today's beer emergency towels were donated by Domino's. So
Oh well, thank you, Domino's.
yes, they are today's sponsor of the show. You know, just you know, putting it out there. Yeah.
That's kind of a cheesy sponsorship. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I see what he did there. Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. Trying out my new
yeah,
routine on you guys.
that's good. I'm not gonna. I say it's, you know, I don't know if it's the best, but
Does it get 1.5?
oh,
2.5?
I would give it 2 thumbs.
You would give it 2 thumbs? Wow.
Yeah, is for Ritas.
For Ritas, okay.
Yeah, two. What nubs?
Okay. Nubs. 2 thumb nubs.
Yeah, we'd have to go 2 nubs. 2 nubs, because that's, you know. But no,
It
it's.
goes back.
I mean, what is there now? I don't know how many Ritas there is now. I would say, with the limited releases, I know that I've had at least one other limited release, and
They're like Oreos. They have so many different ones now.
yeah, I'm thinking we're up to maybe.
The page right now.
I want to say I've had 7 Ritas, maybe.
Wow. Oh, they're gonna check my ID. Oh, have you tried to go on this page? I'm trying to go on the Bud Light Lime-A-Rita page.
Oh, really? I'll do that.
I've got to plug in my year. I've got to click on the date, and then the line below it is the year, or the month, the day, and the year. You've got to go through. Oh man, that's okay. So I'm August 21st, 1985. That's I'm not going to be 21. Oh, it let me in. Okay.
Okay, so we've got
All right,
Lime-A-Rita, Watermelon Rita, Bud Light.
Lemon Rita, Strawberry Rita, Raspberry Rita, Mango Rita, Watermelon Rita. There's a lot.
Oh, wow, look at this thing. This is kind of ridiculous. So we've got...
Yeah, you see that?
So you got to check the month, the day, and then you can just check a year. And you know, I'm buried. I just turned 21, so what am I, like 84 or something? I don't know. No charge. So we've got 8%, and that's pretty accurate too, because the color I have is pretty darn accurate to what they have on the website. That's true. 8%, and we've got 196 calories per 8 ounces. No fat though. No fat. So it's fat free. There we go. Yay! Drink up.
Probably gluten free too. Probably gluten free too.
Yeah, it's probably gluten free. See, so there's no glutes in there getting in the way of stuff. I like that.
But yeah.
In 23 grams of carbs, that's not bad. So yeah, let's see. We've got the Lime-A-Rita section here. So let's see how many Ritas we've got here compiled. I recently put an ad blocker on my browser, so it hopefully it's not it's been loading the pages quicker than hell, but if it thinks something's it was a strawberry splash. That's the one I reviewed recently.
Oh, okay.
And I really liked that one as opposed to the strawberry Rita because of it was to me it felt like that's where it should be. Yeah. So I've had the strawberry splash, I've had the Lime-A-Rita, had the strawberry Rita, now I've had the watermelon, lemonade, raspberry Rita, mango Rita, and there was another one. It was not a raspberry, but it was
apple Rita.
Yes.
Does it have an apple?
Yes, and that's the worst one by far. It was awful.
That's why it's not there anymore.
It was awful. And then there was another one. What raspberry or not blueberry? How
about
cranberry? Yes, the cranberry was good. So I've had. Let's see. So let me go through them. Strawberry splash, Lime-A-Rita, strawberry, watermelon, lemonade, raspberry, mango, and what did we say? What was the other one? The apple and cranberry.
Yeah.
What was that, 9?
Mm-hmm.
I've had more than I thought. That's crazy.
Oh man.
That's a lot.
So they keep stealing our names. So we talked about Pizza Rita. They haven't done those yet.
Ooh,
so that'll probably come out there.
Have they not done Pizza Rita?
I don't think so. I haven't seen Pizza Rita.
Now here's Guaca Rita.
Guaca Rita. Oh, okay. So you're using Lime-A-Rita for the guacamole?
Yeah. So 5 avocados, a quarter cup of Bud Light Lime-A-Rita from an 8-ounce can, because it couldn't be from a 24-ounce can. It's got to be a quarter cup from an 8-ounce can, because that's a whole different recipe. 1 can, a 4-ounce can of Old El Paso chopped green chilies, quarter cup of, I don't even give a rip. I just want that guacamole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm really hungry, and Fat Guy wants some guacamole with chips right now, bro, for real. Like, that's BS. Why are they doing that to me? Okay, here we go. Mango Rita pulled pork tacos. So they got recipes they're doing here now, man. We're not just, us Rita Nation, man. We don't mess around. We've got recipes with our stuff here, bro. What's craft beer doing, bro? Come on. Download the free Ibotta app for cash back.
Yeah.
See?
Yep.
We're even giving cash back. Rockin' Rita tacos. See? Try that. Boom. Look at that. And guac. Yeah. Who don't want some guac?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, you know what? And they don't have all their flavors here, because they've got 2 more flavors than they're showing you, because they've got a Lime-A-Rita picante or something like that, and it's spiced, and they have another one that's spiced.
That's kind of like the chelada type thing, huh?
Yeah, because they've got one that's pecan, and they serve it. They serve it. I'm sure they do serve it, but they sell it here. So that's that's a thing as well. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, man, I've had more Ritas than I thought.
Can you check those in on Untapped?
Yes, you can actually. And now that you mention it, yes, because I have.
If they don't have Joe, if they don't have a Rita Nation, you need to call the Untapped people and get a Rita Nation badge. Because you get a badge. You get like 4 Ritas, you get Rita Nation level 1, level 2, or something like that.
Yes, I need it. Oh, I will email them.
You need to get a hold of the developers and get a Rita Nation badge.
I'll make a Rita Nation badge.
Yeah, you're eligible for Rita Nation level 2 badge.
Oh, and if you have all the Ritas, yes, because I've had 9 of them. So, and we've named another Rita that's not even on the page here. So there's at least 10. So you could get a level 2 badge.
Yeah.
A level 2 badge is obtainable.
Yeah.
If you've had the Ritas that aren't even available anymore.
If you were smart enough to try the Ritas.
Yes. Emphasis on the smart part.
That was all for scientific research.
Yeah, it was. Exactly. It was all for scientific research. Let me see. Bud Light, Limer. Yep, there it is. Because I've got other Ritas on here. Let's see. Yeah, I will definitely. I'll give this 3 stars. I'll give it
3-star. Wow.
How many Limeritas variants is there? How many different flavors?
It's on the website. It's showing. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But there's a 9th one that I have seen that they're actively selling, the Picante, and they no, not Picante, the Peak, yeah, Picante, yeah, and they haven't they don't have it on here.
Plus, there's a couple that have been retired. Cranberita and the Apple Rita.
The apple was disgusting. It was awful. If you remember, that was by far the worst one ever.
You drain poured that, didn't you? Didn't you drain pour that one?
Yeah, it was awful. I remember I bought 2 of the 24s, and I got into one and was like, nope, we're done. We're done here, son. Yeah, yes, this is the one not meant for air. But the Cranberita was good. I remember the Cranberita, and they're not actively selling it. They're selling the Raspberita. And
Maybe they just come out with that in the fall. That's the season. That's their fall seasonal.
Maybe that is. Yeah. That could be.
It is made with fresh cranberries, of course, right?
It says natural ingredients on the can. Now, I would think that the next one has got to be Peach-A-Rita or Pineapple Rita. Boom!
Yeah.
Boom.
Pineapple. Yeah.
What's the over/under on which is the next? Peach or Pineapple?
Pineapple.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going to say pineapple.
Yeah, it's got to be Pineapple. I'm saying Pineapple. What do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say, Earth?
I'm going to say pineapple as well.
Ah, you wuss! Whoa! I got a badge. Fruits of labor, baby. Yeah.
It's a fruit beer, isn't it? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. They're calling it fruity.
Fruits of labor. Oh, man, that's funny.
I'll take it. I don't care. Yeah. So, that is that, man. Yeah. Cool stuff, man. Heard it here first. Boom!
Uh-oh, looks like Bum's breaking out the good stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a picture. Oh, here it is. Apple. There's the watermelon. Ooh, I got a picture that I will share with you of
Bum's got a good beer there.
Of multiple Ritas. So with this picture, you can see the apple Rita, mango, lemonade, strawberry, raspberry, lime, cranberry, and the watermelon burrito.
Yeah.
That's like a team photo there.
That is a team photo. Yes.
Got all the players together for one photo, group photo.
That's 8 Ritas right there, and that's not even all of them. They're still missing the Picante Rita. Oh, hey, someone has a pink lemonade Rita. Oh, they just put they put the lemonade Rita with the strawberry Rita and got a pink lemonade Rita.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not full. Although that would make sense to have a pink lemonade Rita. I wonder if there is any news on a peach lime Rita.
Pineapple.
Let's see if we can break news here.
We need papaya Rita. That's a good one. I think papaya. That's kind of nice.
Papaya Rita. Oh my God.
Kiwi Rita. Yeah, kiwi Rita.
How about Cocoa Rita, coconut flavored? I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
Peanut Rita.
Cocoa. Yeah, that could be a pita. Yeah, pita, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we were discussing this once before, and they come out with these flavors after we discuss it.
Yeah. Now here's the trademark. Here's the trademark for the Bud Light Lime Peach Arita. Look at that.
So
Look at that.
A trademark.
What is that? February 24th, 2016.
Yep. See? That's another one they stole from us.
It's on the way. It's on the way. Yeah, that's.
Or did they just copyright a bunch of potential names just in case they decide to do it down the line?
You know what? I think those were the days that we were talking about it. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Now that you mention it, yeah.
Those were the days, and said guy was watching the show, and he was like, "Oh, I'm taking notes."
None of us are patent attorneys, so we,
yeah, I'm taking the notes.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the share of beer from the closest one to that date that copyright was filed, just to see if the copy came up on that.
That's right. See, I bet you he don't anticipate. They don't anticipate.
We could go back and sue their ass. We'll go back and sue number 288.
That's right.
Visual evidence.
And we'll
that
put
this was discussed beforehand.
We'll get our top check team after that, man. You know what I'm saying? Our top fact checking team after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And notify them of.
Send bum after you. You don't want us to send bum. No. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that. Trust me. Yeah, I've seen other people in that situation, and they ain't too happy. What do you got there, Bum? I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, that's okay. No. You go Rita Nation crazy there, Joe. I know you love the stuff.
Oh yeah, no, we're
I broke out the good stuff. I've had this since January, and I've been hanging on to it for a special night. This is Sierra Nevada barrel-aged Narwhal, 2015, in a bomber. This is the Narwhal Stout, Imperial Stout. And I will just say, and I'm having it in the proper glassware, Sierra Nevada glass. I'll just say that drinking this and drinking that Labatt's previously, it's hard to believe that those two beverages fall under the same category of beverage. It's hard to believe they're both the same. They're both considered beer.
So what you're saying, if I'm understanding this correctly, is the Labatt's is so much superior that it's
That's
hard.
exactly what I'm saying, Joe.
You know,
How can they call it narwhal crap beer?
there's
Yeah.
something about putting your favorite team on a can that just makes it superior to everything else. I swear to God.
Uh-huh.
It's just,
It supersedes everything else.
Good choice, Bum. That narwhal's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
I've had the regular one, but not the barrel-aged one. Yeah.
There's
And the
people
regular
losing
one's
their mind over there.
phenomenal.
And I figured I'd save it for a special occasion, and what better special occasion than the first share of beer after the Stanley Cup winning Penguins game?
Okay, this is something that since I personally have been in touch with Sierra Nevada, I need to take care of because we are having to go to a pull-down menu and enter a birthday in here. Now, does Sierra Nevada put born on dates or anything on their beer?
They have a bottled on dates on the bottles now and the cases.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I won't get after them for that. But this is close to the one. The one you have is aged.
I have the barrel aged in a bomber.
Right. So this ain't. But this is close to it. It's just not the barrel
Right.
one. For those that are watching this and don't quite know what we're talking about. So this is the
What vintage do you have, Bum? The 15 or the
15? Yeah.
I never saw any narwhal around here until last year. I know it's been around about 4 years now, and it never made its way to Pittsburgh before until last year.
Yeah. That's probably one that's brewed in North Carolina, I bet.
Seriously, a good beer. So here's the Beer Advocate one for the barrel aged. This is the barrel aged one. 12.9%. The notes are this deliciously dark treat is our bold Norwal Imperial Stout aged in oak Kentucky bourbon barrels. Black as midnight, this intense stout is incredibly complex with notes of dark chocolate, rich roasted grains, and espresso seamlessly blended with hints of vanilla and toasted coconut with a slight touch of honey from aging in the oak spirit casks. Nearly
That's
as...
exactly what I was going to say.
I think you wrote this, actually.
Oh, yeah.
The description sounds like exactly. So Norwal was aged for 8 months in fresh bourbon barrels, a combination of Willowet and single barrel, a combination of Willowet single barrel, Haven, Hill, and various Beam brands. So the IBUs are 62. Bittering hops are Challenger, malts are two-roll pale, caramel, chocolate, honey. What is that? Carafa 3 and roasted barley. Man, Norwal is just such a good beer that to have that thing barrel aged even for 8 months is insane because that is a really good beer.
Oh yeah, this is great.
249 reviews, gets a 95. That's outstanding.
Yep, that's good stuff.
Very good stuff. Classified as a Russian Imperial, so.
Well, speaking of the Russians, they're not going to the Olympics this year. Is that what did you see that? The Russian track team got kicked out of the Olympics?
They got kicked out? Why?
For doping. They're not going to the Olympics this year.
Really? Well, hell, there's a lot of people not going to the Olympics in there. I mean, so.
Yeah, because the Zika thing.
Yeah. It's kind of weird too, right? Because Zika's one of those things that finally men are a carrier of, but it don't really affect you. You know what I'm saying? You get to carry something and give it to them. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Like, they're usually the carriers of stuff and they give it to you. So,
Hey, that's discrimination. Come on.
Yeah, that was stupid. But anyway, that Norwal is a damn good beer. So. Let me sample this one before it gets too much warmer. I've got the Big Blue Van, unfiltered blueberry, vanilla, and blackberry wheat beer from College Street Brewhouse and Pub here in Arizona, Lake Havasu City, 5.4%. See if we get smoke. Oh, yeah, look at that, man. That's what I'm talking about. We got all kinds of stuff popping off the can, smoke, everything. Look at this thing. This thing is, for being unfiltered, that's pretty darn clean, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of unfiltered, a little cloudiness in there, but it's pretty darn. Look at my face.
That's pretty clear.
I mean, that's pretty clear. Head's already gone. I'm maybe it warmed up too much. I know you have to have wheat beers, fairly cold, and it's I would say it's definitely warmer than a wheat beer should be. Definitely in the 50s or something. Yeah, it's tasted. A little on the flatter side. You don't see a lot of carbonation in there. Again,
Yeah,
that could be, temperature could have something to do with that, but it's.
I think I see about 3 bubbles.
Yeah, that's the same bubbles. They're kind of just moving back and forth with each other. Yeah. They're dancing actually. They're like, oh, we got the whole floor to ourselves, baby. What's up? And that third one's over there, keep trying to cut in. Hey, mama, what's up, man? Hey, I got, and it's the same bubbles, and they just keep. Anyway, that's what happens when you review something after a Rita. So it's the fruity flavors are there though, actually. Hard to pick out blueberry from vanilla from blackberry, I swear to God. But a very blueberry-ish taste, I would say.
Okay. Is it sweet or just like blueberry flavor without being sweet?
It's sweet. It's sweet. It's not subtle. It's in the front, and it lasts. Like it lingers. It lasts. It's good though. Like I could see if this was colder, I could see you having this no problems. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
It's a decent beer. Decent, not great. Decent. I would give it a one thumb as far as a review goes. I could see this as far as like if someone already likes ciders, or if someone already likes kind of a fruity beer anyway, something fruity, they want something sweet, switch things up. Reach in the cooler for this, man. It's if this is sold in your area, then have at it. I would say this is a good one by College Street Brew Pub. I would say this is a good job for a fruity beer.
Was it 5%? You said?
Huh?
Is it 5%?
Yeah, 5.4. So.
Okay.
Just a hair higher than your average wheat beer, I would think. What are wheat beers like? 4 to 5, maybe.
Yeah, 4.5 to 5.5, something like that. Yeah, it's on the higher end.
So I would think it's on the higher end, yeah, of wheat beers, because wheat beers are kind of summer beers, right? Mostly, kind of on the beach or at the lake type beers. I could see that for this, you know what I'm saying, and especially it being canned, easy to pack in or pack out, and yeah, not bad. I mean, you can't say that for all these type of beers. You know what I'm saying? You just can't say that, and right now there's a lot of fruity beers on the market, and you just cannot say that for all of them. So this one's not bad. It doesn't taste or anything like those are the freshest ingredients, like you know. But it's still decent. It's still, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's probably really good ice, almost ice cold. Really cold
Yeah,
right out of
exactly.
the
I'm thinking I'm not doing it justice having, you know, a wheat beer. You tell me, guys. I'm thinking a wheat beer should be 42, 45 degrees. Um,
Yeah, I
y-
mean it's kind of that same temperature you would serve like yeah, like a log or something like that.
yeah,
Under 50 probably. Yeah.
yeah. Because anything light, I think, should be definitely below 45. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
you know, anything light, and then as you get into um, some of just your flat light lagers,
Hmm.
pilsners, even, you know, they need to be closer to just 35 really to get them down. You know, some of
That
them
Lamont
those,
Blue needs to be like Sub-Zero, right?
yeah, some of them that's just like those hop varieties in them they're so kind of out there that yeah, you got to have them. Some of those European hops, I think they're just kind of best when they're a little north of 45, not south.
Hmm.
They get south,
Yeah.
they get kind of like, it's not IBUs that you're worried about. It's kind of like skunky. You know, there should be a scale for skunky, shouldn't there? I mean, there should be. Now that I think about it, there should be a scale a skunky scale. What do you think?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, because you know,
You
some
got you
people,
got one that's like 0, and on the other end is like Pepe Le Pew. You know? Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like you literally pulled his tail and drink it right out of his ass. You know what I'm saying? You're just like,
That would make good label artwork.
yeah.
Mm.
Like a
Where did
like a cast candle.
where did that even come from? I don't even know where that came from, but yeah, it was great. Say it 3 times and it's yours, man. I swear to God, no charge for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just every once in a while, acknowledge us. Mm.
Uh,
What's his name? Said he might show up for the show, and he didn't show up. What's his name?
Brandon.
Brandon. Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a while.
yeah. I haven't seen him in a while. He said he might show up, and was hoping he would, so we could get an update. I was seeing some stuff about Abita, and I didn't quite have time to read all the beer news that I had missed out on. There was a lot of beer news for 2 weeks. There, no charge. There was an incredible amount of beer news, so
Hmm.
a lot of stuff happening. Let me see if I can go through some of these stories real quick. Of course, we had the Pornhub now provides audio description for its adult films. So if you are hard of hearing, I don't know how you're watching this show, but if you are somehow, you can get your porn now.
With subtitles? I don't know.
I don't know if it's the same. I guess there's still a need for it if you can see. I guess there's.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know. Yeah.
Joe, when you posted that, I was gonna type this out in the comments, and I'll just say it here though. Seeing that headline and that story reminded me of a good joke, but I'm not gonna say it here. I'll catch you Tuesday night on the pre-show and tell you the joke on the pre-show.
Uh-oh.
It's that kind of party, huh? Yeah. It's yeah. Well, I'll just skip over that one. That one's just not going to go well. And I have an incredible amount of people that love motorcycles and so forth. And so yeah, I posted that deal about the electric Harley Davidson within 5 years. I believe it was about 2 years ago or something that I did see a video on Harley Davidson making this electric motorcycle. You know, to me it's kind of ridiculous. Harley Davidsons are just hand in hand with the sound of a Harley. So when you have a bike that's electric and it just makes a little Jetsons type sound, a little, you know, you're like, come on, man, that's not a Harley.
Equip them with speakers that can replicate the gas engine sound coming out of the speaker.
You're gonna have to have that, you know. Yeah, you're gonna have to have some sort of piped-in sound, I guess, to you know. And then how much is that sound system gonna cost you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know. One thing that I didn't see coming, and I guess I should have, is the person that would get involved in the organization that would get involved in the big Coors Miller AB InBev merger, and that was the Teamsters. Did not see that coming. Hoffa got in the middle of that deal, and and that's the headline.
How did they find him? Did they find Hoffa?
They actually did find him in a bigger version called his son. And Hoffy to the U.S. Attorney General, no beer merger without remedy to antitrust concerns arising from the Eden Brewery. So it's basically one brewery, and so as far as the whole merger is concerned, there's a brewery in North Carolina, Eden, North Carolina, and they need to resolve the issues with that brewery, and pretty much once they resolve those issues, then the merger can continue to go through. But actually, you know, until they don't solve those issues, this deal doesn't happen, and that's a trip. That is a trip. That is something I didn't see coming. I should have seen coming, because most of those people that are employed in this deal are union, and if you don't have everything squared away, then those deals don't happen, and it's a trip that all the all you know, everything else could go down, and they didn't or they haven't to this point tightened up, you know, dotted the O's. I mean, dotted the O's. Yeah, good luck doing that, right? Dotted the I's and crossed the T's with the union, and got that all settled up. Because if you don't, it don't happen. And I should have thought of that part, because most Budweiser plants and most of those big breweries are union. Those are very good union jobs. Very good union jobs. Very good paying union jobs. So, yeah, once they do get that all settled up, and that affects roughly 500 employees, as far as I know, and they'll settle that up. I mean, it's a speed bump in the grand scheme of this deal, but it does slow it down, and it could put it to a halt. I mean, something that simple. It's crazy, but didn't see that coming. But very interesting.
I took a quick glance at that article, real quick. Did I see that Eden Brewery? It said it represented like 12% of the Miller Coors total output or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was kind of a big deal as far as on the Miller Coors side. It was a big deal. So yeah, it's significant, you know. But they'll get that done. They'll get it done. Yeah. Something like that is just not going to get in the way of a deal this big. It's going to slow it down, obviously, because it's going to take, you know, resources and stuff like that, and so stuff like that takes time on that scale. But it'll happen. It'll happen. But did not see that coming. There was also this cool beer glass. You know how I am about beer glasses.
I saw that earlier.
They made this glass that has grooves in it. You can see the animation here, so as you're pouring the beer in the glass, it spins around the glass, and they say that enhances, right, the flavors of your beer.
Huh.
If anything, it could enhance it by just spinning the goddamn beer around the glass. I mean, visually, if something looks good, it tastes good to you, right? And so, how much of this is just visually it looks cool, so it's good? I don't know, but to me,
I think that's it's a great gimmick, man.
It looks good, so it's good. It works for me. So sell me 6 of them. I don't give a rip. It looks good to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it seems cool. All I want to know at this point is where can I buy them? I'm a glass guy anyway, so I seen that and I was like, done and done. That's why I was like, you had me at beer glass. I swear to God, and that's all you had to tell me.
You know what, Joe? You could get one of those glasses, and then you could drink your beer through one of those crazy straws that's tied in knots. Your beer could travel like a half mile before it actually gets into your mouth.
It could
glass
go,
to mouth would be like 100 yards.
If you had some sort of scale to measure carbonation in a beverage as you drink it, it could take that scale to below negative by the time you got into your actual mouth. It would just be minus any carbonation whatsoever by the time it hit your mouth. It'd be so completely flat, Even flat, normal water would go, damn! That would be...
First thing I thought of when I saw those was, boy, if they had those at bars, I don't know if I would trust them to properly clean those glasses. They look like they would be tough to clean.
Yeah, they're not very big grooves, and they do... when they have those sinks and you see them, I always make fun of my bartender because I'm like, man, you know what that looks like from my end? Because all you see is him like this and the damn
like Caddyshack, bark like a dog. Bark like a dog.
I'm like, man, you could never work in a gay bar, I swear to God. You would just... I mean, but they have those big fingery things on the end of those things, and so when they're driving, it kind of gets there. And these grooves, as you look at them, aren't really that deep. It's just enough to, kind of, it's just enough of a groove where if you're familiar with weapons, it's the same principle as a bullet, coming out of the chamber, and it's not a whole big deep groove. It's just enough to get that bullet spinning, and this is the same thing. Like if you were to pour a beer in a glass, and a geek like me would be like, oh, I gotta have that. That's all it is, like it's.
Oh, I'm sure visually it looks great.
Yeah, because it looks cool. It does. It works on me. The one that, if we've got a couple of minutes, I would like to spend a little bit of time on is this one for sure. This one interests me, man. This story interests me, and I don't remember exactly when I posted it, but it might have been a week ago. But this is Walmart making their own beer. They've got an amber, an IPA, a Belgian white, and a pale ale, and I have not been to Walmart to pick this up yet. Trust me, I will. Especially if they have this variety pack, which they're showing in the background, which has all the 4 beers in it. I pick up one of the, for $13, you can pick up the 12-pack, all 4 flavors, good to go. Guess who's making the beer? It's out of Rochester, New York. But
what is that? Mac Brewing, probably? That's contract brewer? Yeah.
It's
not FX Matt. Is it the actual brewery called Trouble Brewing? And that's why they have it called the Pack of Trouble?
they're calling it Trouble Brewing. I don't think so, man. I think that's the contract name. The minute you say Rochester, it's
Oh, Genesee.
yes,
Genesee.
Genesee, yes.
Oh.
Genesee. Genesee is the brewer that actually is out of Rochester, that has that brewery that everybody uses out of Rochester.
You're thinking of FX Matt, right, Mark? You're thinking of Matt Brewing. They're in Utica, I think.
Yep.
I think they're in Utica.
Yeah, they do a bunch of stuff, and then Saranac is their name brand, I guess. But
But Walmart getting into the craft beer business, definitely going to put a dent in things, right? Because Walmart can sell beer on a level that's insane. I mean, Walmart has their own brands for everything. Everybody does, really. I mean, you got Kroger. Kroger has its own family of. So you've got to expect these things to start happening, because once Walmart starts doing it, you can expect Kroger to start doing it. They own grocery stores across this whole country. And Kroger being the parent company. I don't know, over here locally in Arizona, I know they're Fry's. King
Super, Denver.
Yeah, King Super and Smith's in New Mexico, and I think Kroger is also Albertsons.
No. Albertsons is their own deal. They're Kroger's City Market, I think, too. I think they're City Market.
It's a huge.
Oh, yeah.
They own. I thought they were part of Albertsons as well, but they might not be. But in any case, it's a huge. That's another huge chain. So if Kroger were to start to come out with their own beers, and then if you've got anything Walmart does, Amazon's going to do. And anything Amazon does, Walmart's going to do, because they're in direct competition with each other. So you can expect Amazon to make their own beer.
Yeah.
Amazon's already, if you're in an area where Amazon already has their DCs, they offer food, they offer everything else, and they have their own brands for food. So once Amazon does offer groceries in your area, you're going to see Amazon's own label. They have their own label, and they're a lot like Costco. So Costco already has its own beer. With Walmart having their own beer, Sam's is going to have this brand as well. It's not just going to be limited to Walmart. It's going to be part of Sam's too. So they'll
sell a lot.
They're going to sell a lot because they're going to push it in their stores.
And it's going to be priced, right below like the Bud, the typical Mac.
Yeah,
it's going to be right below that.
Because what do we have? $13 for a 12-pack.
Yeah.
That's reasonable enough to me. For all four flavors,
cost $12.99. I mean, it's the same thing.
I'd for all four of those flavors, 12-pack, $13. I'm good. I just spent $12, $13 on a 12-pack of this here.
That is a premium lot better, so you have to expect to pay a little more for that.
I mean, if you think I won't buy. So we have the Red Flag Amber, as far as what I can see here on the picture. Cat's Away IPA, Round Midnight Belgian White, and the After Party Pale Ale. I can say that right away, I'm gonna be I'm a fan of ambers, and I like a good pale ale, so those two are going to be ones that I'm excited about trying. I have to admit. So I'm kind of excited about trying this beer, these beers. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll just say that no matter what's going to happen with beer at Walmart, it's probably not going to turn up in Pennsylvania Walmarts for a couple years just due to the laws.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. The stuff is being sold in Giant Eagle supermarkets here, and it took, my God, it took forever for just to get the laws passed to allow it to be sold in Giant Eagle supermarkets, and even then, Giant Eagles have had to jump through hoops to allow beer sales. You have to have seating at Giant Eagle supermarkets. You actually have to serve hot food and have a seating area like a cafe in the Giant Eagles to be allowed to sell beer, which the Walmarts here don't have. It'll take forever for it to be sold at the Walmarts in Pennsylvania. I may have to travel across the border to West Virginia if I want to get some of this beer.
Wow.
I have a West Virginia Walmart about little over an hour from me, about an hour and 15 minutes, and I would be curious to see if they have it for sale there.
Yeah.
In upcoming months, I might give it a try. So can't wait to drink my Walmart beer and drink it while I eat my Sam's Choice potato chips.
Yeah, I mean, Walmart has a brand for everything, and they'll definitely sell it. I mean, the Costco beer. Mark and I have had the Costco beer. I don't know about Bum, but the Costco beer is not bad. It's not the greatest, but for a session beer, and that's what I'm expecting the Walmart beer to be is just a decent session beer. It's all it needs to be. Think about the Walmart customer. They don't necessarily expect the best damn craft beer they've ever had. That's
an understatement.
The Walmart customer is loading up not just one 30-pack, but two. So
that's right. Yeah.
The Walmart customer just needs a really good, decent session beer, right?
Yep.
And
one 12-pack for them and one for their 16-year-old kid.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, and they can share it while they watch America's Most Wanted.
That's right.
Yeah. To make sure they're not on there.
And the great thing about it is, see, they can open the can and pour it through the missing tooth. So it's all good.
Yeah. And most of the trailer parks have recycling bins too, so they can do it there. Now I'm surprised. What I'm surprised is they didn't name a beer like Tramp Stamp Pale Ale or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, honest to God, Mark, when Joe posted that story, once again, I was trying to come up with something. First thing I thought of was the People of Walmart website.
Yeah.
And I was trying to come up with some funny Walmart-related beer names, and I couldn't come up with any. That's why I didn't type any out.
You know what?
I think somebody might have come up with Tramp Stamp already.
Yeah, Tramp Stamp Pale Ale.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious is about the Walmart People at Walmart website. You know about that website. When you are pulling in the parking lot of a Walmart, you're very aware of that website. And so you're very aware of what you're going to run into, right? Now, with that in mind, okay, you know when you're going to Walmart that you're going to Walmart, right? So you're like, I don't give a rip what I look like when I go to Walmart. So I'm like, you know what? I could be one of the people on the Walmart website when I'm going to the Walmart because I don't give a rip. You're like, I could give a rip what I look like when I go to Walmart,
But Joe, you're not wearing a tutu when you go in there, so I don't think anybody's going to photograph you.
Not quite
unless
a tutu.
There's something I don't know.
Yeah, no, not quite the tutu, but you're like, anybody could interpret you any way they want. You know what I'm saying? When you go into you're fair game going into a Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
It's the nice thing is that there's not a lot of expectations when you go into Walmart. You just go to Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. You're like, I don't.
you go to Walmart. I mean, you don't have to get dressed up. You don't
No.
even, hell, you don't even put your clothes on. You just wear your robe and slippers and go to Walmart.
It's everything is optional.
Everything's
Right?
optional.
Including
hygiene,
Yeah.
everything. Everything is just like, I'm going to Walmart. Who cares? Right? Who cares? So yeah, you could be part of that. Oh, it's hilarious. But I was trying at the same time to look up the different supermarkets that cover Kroger, and that's just taken a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, Kroger's a big deal.
I guess it is headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
It was founded in 1883, so it's 133 years ago, by Bernard Kroger.
Okay.
And there's 2,778 locations. Never would have guessed that.
Yep.
There were Kroger locations in Pennsylvania when I was a kid. They pulled out of Pennsylvania, I think, sometime in the 80s, maybe early to mid 80s.
Yeah,
And I
remember.
was shocked when I went to Ohio to see there were Kroger still there.
Yeah. Oh, we used to go to Kroger all the time. Kroger and Foodland.
Yeah. Foodland are, I think, just about gone now, too.
Yeah, there's a couple still. My mom still goes to Foodland occasionally. There's one. Yeah, there's a couple in Pittsburgh.
So it says here real quick, Kroger operates 37 food processing or manufacturing facilities, 1,360 supermarket fuel centers, and 2,122 pharmacies.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, that's right behind Walmart. If you've seen Walmart's numbers, that's
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's not far off of Walmart. It's crazy. I did not realize it was that big. Yeah, Safeway part of it. Just trying to go through some of the. God, there's a lot. I know there's just a crap load. I know there's a lot. On the back of my Fry's card is like 1 million different supermarkets. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Fry's are first. I don't know. I always get them confused. Where is my card anyway? I'm real curious about this now. Yeah. So you've got.
There we go.
City Market, Dillon's, King Supers.
Yeah. Ralph's.
Ralph's, is Ralph's part of that too? Smith's for sure, yeah.
Fry's. Food for Less. I found Kroger subsidiaries.
Okay.
So there's Fred Meyer, iWireless, King Supers, Ralph's, Fry's, Smith's, Food for Less, Dillon's, Fred Meyer.
Market Basket. Holy crap! Is there still Market Basket somewhere? I remember Market Basket when I was a kid in LA. They had Market Basket. Wow.
Never heard of Market Basket.
Loaf and Jug. Here's a Loaf and Jug.
It was a Market Basket. It says here in 1963, Kroger acquired a 56-store chain called Market Basket. And that was the chain where my mom did all her grocery shopping when I was a kid.
Okay.
I mean, when I was a little kid. I mean, we're talking, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. I remember Market Basket.
Wow.
What a trip.
No, they're big conglomerate, that's for sure.
So, in any case, on how that relates to beer is the fact that if Walmart's doing it, you can expect it. Sooner or later, Kroger will do it, and more than likely, so will on Amazon. And if you're seeing it at Walmart, it's an automatic. You're gonna see it at Sam's Club. You see it at Sam's Club, you're gonna have to buy it by but the Sam's Club does sell 12 packs, so at least buy the 12 pack. You're gonna have to buy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because
I guess in Sam's Club you'll be able to buy a keg.
yeah, possibly, yeah. Depending on the location, I would imagine. Yeah, like you said, the laws and so forth. So, very interesting. It's very interesting. Now, this story here, was saying that Budweiser is facing a new threat, but I don't think Budweiser's too worried about Walmart at this point, as much as it would be not Walmart by themselves, but Walmart, Kroger, and others making their own beers combined as a threat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be a threat to Budweiser, or it's even after their merger with Miller and Coors. I think that could be a threat, and that could also be a threat to the craft beer industry as a whole. If those big markets start selling their own beer, they're going to want to push that beer.
Yeah.
They're going to want to push that beer. So just like with all the other foods they sell, once they start having their own brands, they want to push those brands, and they put their, I don't know, what would you call them? Their craft soups next to the Campbell's Chunky Soup. They have their version of the chunky soup, and they put it next to that. You know what I'm saying? And the labels are so close. Sometimes, if you're not paying attention, you just grab stuff, and you don't pay attention. So,
the people who do the artwork for the Walmart brands, the Sam's Choice brands, they're on it. They must they must do daily updates every day and studies saying, this is the new design for the brand names. We must replicate this as close as possible.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, you can easily grab a Walmart brand right next to a name brand and not even knowing you're grabbing the Walmart brand.
Now, with what Bums has in mind, now you take a second look. Now, I'll share my screen here. You take a second look at these cans. These cans look crafty enough where you don't even know that's a Walmart brand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure.
And that's what they're getting after. All you see is this kind of fun font on the can. Doesn't look anything like a Walmart anything, and you just think you're buying something from Trouble Brewing.
Yeah.
It's kind of rebellious. It's trouble, right? I don't know. It's
those could fool a seasoned beer drinker as me. Right. They're very deceptive.
And that's exactly what they want. They've done their research. They know exactly what it would take. I mean, I would buy this. I mean, I'm going to buy it now. No, I know. But if I were at the Walmart and I saw this, and I'd be like, I just wanted an amber, and I'm like, yeah, Trouble Brewing, something new. Let me check it out. So
and you know what? There's a lot of people that just buy. I see it myself. I see them going in to buy beer, and they really don't even know what they want to buy. They just know, I want to get some good beer, and they go by the label, they go by the name, and they go by the visuals. And some of them don't know any better. And if I saw those with those colorful cans and that big printing and the appealing names, I would be like, oh, look at that. That looks like a good beer. I'll buy that.
You bet. So it's, and if you look right here in the article, it does say that Walmart also has launched a brand called Pacific Drift in California. So they're already well into this thing. So it's something to look for. Yeah. Something to look for when you're shopping at Walmart next time, and just to be aware. A subject that I wanted to touch on, before we close the show here. But it's interesting. It's just something. There's a lot happening. If you remember, towards the beginning of the year, or maybe even the beginning of last year, I was really getting frustrated because I'm like, what is next in the beer conversation? Like, we're really struggling for what are we going to talk about?
Yep.
Like, okay, yep, that's tasty. That's good, not bad. I mean, come on, we can't keep doing that for. You know, I mean, as far as a beer conversation, there needs to be more. So, this is definitely more. This is definitely, not quite what we expected, but once you see it, you hear it, you're like, makes a lot of sense. Of course, it was going to go that way, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, tonight we got Watermelon Rita and Walmart beer. I mean,
it's all W's. Hello, come on.
All W's.
You know, it's all about the W. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, it's kind of interesting to me. It's a good time as far as and then if you've seen my art, the link I posted in there with the video for Stone and how that one of the co-founders was trying to make what would they call it, True Craft, which is a separate, I guess, company, if you will, that's going to start to help independent brewers and people that want to make like restaurants and stuff with organic foods and local foods and real food is what he called it, not processed food and stuff like that, and craft food, I guess, is what, so that's why he made that company, to help start or to help fund those type of businesses. So that's kind of exciting to me. Some of his, if you watch the whole video, I'm not real big on slamming your Budweisers and your Coors and those big breweries. I'm not real big on it. And I'll tell you, you guys know it, but some of the viewers might not. I'm not real big on it because Budweiser and Coors and Miller were small breweries at one time, a long, long time ago, but they were small at one time. And in the process, you've got a guy, Stone, now, and he was bragging about how he's now the 10th largest craft brewer in the country. 100 years from now, he could be Budweiser. And that's the way I look at it. Like, right now, we all know the guy. We know his face and his intentions with his brewery. Even 50 years from now, it could be a completely different ballgame, Oh,
yeah.
In-N-Out Burger's original owners had no intentions on leaving the LA area. Now it's owned by a corporation, and they are damn sure branching out. That corporation wants to grow. You know what I'm saying? And In-N-Out Burger is not the same burger from when I was a kid. It is just not. It is not one of my favorite burgers. I'm sorry. It's good. It's still damn good, but it is not what it used to be. And that's the price you pay for growth, and so it's, I don't know. It's a delicate thing because you're still the original founder, co-founder, and you have all these intentions with Stone, but maybe our kids start to see, as they get our age now currently, that, hey, I remember my dad talking about Stone and it was a good brewery, but man, it's it's too big now or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Things could change. They definitely could. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've changed a lot in the last 5 years.
Sure. You know what? Sam Adams. A lot of people coming along now that they think of Sam Adams as almost one of the biggies, and their beers suck, and Sam Adams isn't real craft beer. But Sam Adams, when they started out, we're talking about dating on bottles and variety cases. None of that stuff would be in existence today if it wasn't for Sam Adams. I remember when Sam Adams was a tiny little startup brewery, contract brewing, as I said on the pre-show, in Pittsburgh, at Hudipole in Ohio, and I think at FX Matt in New York. They did not. There wasn't an actual Boston brewery. The company existed before the brewery did, and they back then they were a young startup, and they made beer back then that was better than anything else that was out there. And The rest of the pack has overtaken them now, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So now people coming along to craft beer think of Sam Adams as an also-ran, and it's a shame because they were an innovator.
got it. I still think of. I just drove by two big Budweiser plants. There's one in Houston. There's a huge Budweiser plant in Houston, and where was the other one? There's another one that I passed too. Can't think of it right offhand. But in any case, when you look at the size of these Budweiser breweries, and you realize that a Sam Adams is just getting to the level of one of them, just getting to the level, as big as they are. I would say Sam Adams is the biggest of the craft-ish breweries, right? And they're just getting to the level of one of Budweiser breweries. And to beer, I still contend that to brew beer on Budweiser's level and to have it all tasting the same crap that it is insane. I mean, that task alone to make Coca-Cola, and that's what cracks me up when I hear what's his name, something Cook, right?
Jim Cook.
No, not for Sam Adams, but for Stone. His name is
Greg.
Coke. Yeah. I still think in my mind now him maybe not so much personally. Maybe in the early days though he still would drink a Coca-Cola. And I'm like, you drink a Coca-Cola, and it doesn't necessarily make you want to make a Coca-Cola. Like, there was something about him that just wanted to make beer, and that was his thing. So and he really bashes Budweiser a lot, and I just don't ever feel the need to go there. Now he's very successful, and he's I really respect what he's doing, and I love his beers, for Christ's sake. They're damn good. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, to brew beer or to brew a Coca-Cola on those levels is just incredible. You could have a Coca. I've had Coca-Colas in different parts of the world, and they all taste the same.
Yeah.
It's that and he's on his way. You heard him talking about his German brewery. His German Stone brewery is almost open. In a few more months, it'll be open. He's well on his way. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of my point, is right now it's all good. You're small, you're one of the smaller big boys, and it's all good. You're in control of your growth. But look at Tower Records, man. Where are they? You know what I'm saying? Tower Records, I mean, you think about it, in the days of records, man, where did you buy a record? You bought it at Tower Records. You know what I'm saying? They started out
Pennsylvania, but Tower Records was even legendary. It was a legendary name, even though there were no Tower Records in Pennsylvania.
I mean,
legendary name.
It was. I mean, you knew about Tower Records, and they were a crafty, independent type of place, man. That was that kind of place. And I don't know, man. Like I just remember these things. I remember other brands that had that same type of thing, and one thing happened and another thing happened, and the next thing you know, they're either not around anymore or they just became so big that they're just not what they used to be.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Bum hit on it with Sam Adams. Sam Adams is not thought of by your younger people. We're getting to the age where we're irrelevant, right? Once you start hitting your 50s, you're starting to get irrelevant by the stats, right? The stats care about young people, and your early 20-somethings that are coming, your young beer drinkers now think of Sam Adams a lot differently than we do.
Oh yeah. We were around when they were first starting, and now people in their 20s is like, man, they're so old and big, they're not. Yeah.
Look at that. He has a 1982 Dodger schedule, and it's got Tower Records on the back of it. Yep.
Oh wow. Look at that. We start talking about Tower Records, Bum goes into his vault of stuff.
So not Bum's tickling my fancy on two edge because he has Tower Records in there, which was, I grew up in LA. There was Tower Records my whole life, and a Dodgers schedule in '82, which was some of the glory years, and I mean that's yeah.
KABC radio.
Yep, and KABC radio, man. That's what it's all good to me right there. That's cool, man. That is so cool. I love that stuff, man. Nothing. That's what baseball guys have. Baseball memorabilia guys have that. That.
There's the 1983 version.
And Tower Records is still right there. Yeah, Tower Records was everywhere, man. I mean, I mean, you just could not, especially growing up in LA, you just could not go anywhere without seeing a huge Tower Records. And so I just brought that up just to, if you watch the video, I love his intentions and everything is all good, but I think deep into the future, like, what are my kids, not necessarily even my kids, my grandkids, what is Stone Brewery going to mean to them? You know what I'm saying? You keep on this growth pattern, sooner or later, you got to keep growing, man. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, you got to keep growing or you get stale. Yeah, see, look, he's got a 79 schedule there. Cool.
Well, that was the year the Pirates won, of course, so, yeah.
He's on my Google Plus page.
And so it is very interesting, and I do want to see what companies come out of his True Craft brand. So it will be interesting. It's the same sort of deal that Google is even doing. Google started their what do they call it? The A class or something?
Oh yeah, you're right.
A plus.
Alphabet.
Alphabet or A plus or something. But they have. Google has another brand like that as well, and they're trying to help out people with tech type of stuff because there is, and he mentioned that there are breweries that are starting up now with the intention of selling out to the big boys, and that you're never going to stop that. That's always, and I don't think his intention is to stop that. His intention is to help the growth of the people that want to stay independent, that want to be different, that want to keep brewing their beer on their schedule, on their rate, but they just need that money, And he did mention, that at the end of the day, he's a big company now because he knew how to make some money. And at the end of the day, he's not starting something like that because he's not going to make some money. So that's at the end of the day, that money is what changes a lot of things, and you don't intend for it to, but it does. And I can't see things getting anything but more greedier as things go on, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I say, right now, me, Bum, Mark, Earth, we know the guy's intentions because he put a video out there and we've seen it. But those things can get lost in translation, 30, 40, 50 years from now. So, and it's, time will tell what happens. But we can already see Sam Adams with their growth just since the 70s. It's a completely different company, Yeah,
completely different, yeah.
Completely different. It's a lot different than the...
Taking away quality brew time. They were stealing brew time from the quality beer that Iron City was. I mean, really. And they had to ditch Iron City Brewing to brew Sam Adams back in the day. Now, Old Frauensflash, that's probably what happened. Remember Old Frauensflash, Bum?
Yeah, and believe it or not, I don't own an Old Frauensflash can. Believe it or not. It's the Old Stale Pale Ale.
Yes, the stale pale ale with the foam on the bottom.
Right.
That was their slogan. Oh,
with
man.
the fat chick on the can.
Yep, the beauty queen. Yep, swimsuit
Yeah.
queen. Yeah.
But it's anyway. I won't keep you guys anymore, man. I really appreciate everyone being here for as long as this show was, man. I thank you. Really, really, really good beer conversation today, man. I appreciate it. Everyone bought their A game, man. 2 thumbs up review on the.
Where's my check? Where's my check? Damn it!
Exactly. Hey, I'm gonna double your previous check, man. So
Oh, cool. I'm getting raised. All right. Nothing to nothing leaves nothing.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Mark.
double everybody's royalties, man. I swear to God, double it.
the best boss ever.
2 times nothing is nothing.
Yeah. Hey, thank you guys, man. I really appreciate it, and all the people that tuned in for all this time as well, man. Hey.
Joe, thank you for having me. I'll say this to you guys all the time. Thank you for inviting me to this. It is always a pleasure to hang with you guys and talk to you. It's an honor.
Same here, Bum. It's always fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, none of us can pull out a 1979 Dodgers schedule on cue. Now, really. I mean,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm not that cool. That's for sure. Yeah.
I've got a bottle cap, maybe.
Yeah, I don't even have a.
You haven't risen to my level of geekdom that I've risen to.
No, who knows? I might just go and pull out like a record from 1969 and put it on the turntable when we get done here. So you never know.
Yeah, actually, Mark, you know what? Believe it or not, I could have a good conversation with you about music sometime. If you want to do a music hangout, let me know. I'm a music. Actually, I can discuss music in more detailed terms than I can beer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How about baseball?
Or baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, baseball is one of those very interesting sports because the people that follow baseball and true baseball geeks really get that deep with it. I mean, they've got the memorabilia, they know the stats, they know just stuff that just in my head I can't hold that much stuff. It's a big head. This is like a 7 3/4 head right here. So you would think a lot more stuff can get stored in there, but it just doesn't, man. It's like a big, what do you call those things, the bounty rooms for the kids? I mean, that's what
Bounce house. Bounce house.
It's just a big bounce house for the information. The information goes, woo, yay! And then it bounces out the other end. It does. It's just, yeah, it's just kind of, woo, this is fun, yay! And then it's out.
Just bounces in, bounces right along, bounces down.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it does. So, it's yeah. Just hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it, man. Enjoy your evening.
All right.
Salute. And I'm gonna have a few more beers, man.
All right. Take care, man.
I hope to see you guys Tuesday night.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do something Tuesday. Hopefully.
Okay.
All right.
All right, man. We'll see you guys.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye.
Yeah.